With 6 themed monthly sections and all the New Year trackers, this little mystery journal is almost bursting at the seams. I'm taking you on a full guided tour of what this mystery journal looked like right before I sent it out to its winner all the way back in December. And I'll also let you know how you can enter the giveaway for the next one, which is currently open. Hi, my name's Erin. Thank you so much for going on the mystery journal journey with me. This is the A5 Sassy Pigeon HQ Sage Green Leaves journal, and you can see that it's starting to show its pages to the side of the front cover because there is just so much packed into this 160-page journal. It's held up pretty well though. I'm impressed with how it handled all of the stuff I threw at it. There's a lot of fairly thick paper in here, so it took it like a champ. I set up one of these journals to cover 6 months of the year and then give it away on my channel twice a year, and the giveaway is currently open for the journal that covers the second half of this year. So they're all a little bit different, but this will give you an idea of what the journal looks like right when it's shipped out to the winner. This one went to Karen in the UK, and I really hope she enjoyed using it. There are full setup videos for every one of the setups in this journal, so as we flip through, if you want to see how I put any of them together, check out the links in the description because they are all linked down there. I went with some sage greens for the initial setup in this journal because I always like to match the first setup to the cover of the journal. That just feels kind of cohesive and nice to me. And there's something about the combination of pink and green that I was really enjoying at the time that I set this up. I did something in a similar color scheme in my own reading journal actually for the initial setup over in that one. So what's the mystery journal? Why is it a mystery? And what's this whole project all about? Friends, one of the greatest things and also one of the most difficult things to manage when your job is making stationery content on YouTube is that you get sent a lot of stationery and you can't possibly use all of it yourself. It's a good problem to have, honestly. And the mystery journal is my solution to that problem. It gives me an outlet to use 6 months worth of stationery. It helps me approach setting up a bullet journal in a more conventional way because obviously my own journal is tailored to my needs and not everyone is running a YouTube channel as their career. So it gives me an outlet to provide some inspiration that is maybe a little more accessible to most people watching. And I could do that and not give it away, but that's not much fun. So I like being able to give something back to a member of my community. It's a big way for me to say thank you for the support. And from a productivity standpoint, it's really handy for me to have 6 months worth of videos already in the can. So I've got one video every month that I don't really have to think about. All of this setting up happens before the period that the journal covers. So I will do all of this 6 months in advance. So the journal we're flipping through right now, I set up through November last year, shipped it out to the winner in December. I am currently behind the scenes furiously setting up the next mystery journal that will cover the second half of this year. So I can send it to the winner in June and they can use it for the second half of the year. The inspiration for the setups comes from all sorts of different places. The one that we're flipping through right now is a February setup, so I themed it around Valentine's Day. I figure that's a pretty safe one because it's something that sort of happens all over the world. It's more of a personal choice whether you celebrate Valentine's Day or not, but I had this gorgeous Dreamy Merlot floral PET tape from the washi tape shop and I was like, oh, Valentine's Day, and the theme kind of just themed itself, so that came together really easily. Sometimes it's a personal challenge to myself to use a piece of stationery that I've had kicking around for a while that I really like, but I haven't found a way to work into my own journals yet. For the upcoming mystery journal, I'm going to have a magical through line through the whole journal, so all of the themes will feel a little bit magical, and I actually enlisted the help of my channel members in a members only live stream to come up with those themes. So they helped me pick all the color schemes, all of the themes, all of the stationery elements, all the pens I would use with them. It was so much fun. And if you are a channel member on the Jubilant Journals or Page Mages levels, then you can check out that live stream anytime you like. If you're feeling really curious and you're not a channel member, you can become a channel member to check out that live stream if you like. But this is the mystery part of the name, right? So I set up the whole journal in advance, but the setups are a mystery to everyone but me, the winner of the journal, and anyone that I've sent little sneaky previews to, which is usually my channel members. I always show a few little previews over on my vlog, just the cover spreads. My broadcast channel over on Instagram will get a couple of sneak previews. And of course, my cats see all of it from start to finish. They see the whole process. But for everyone else, it's a mystery, and you can only uncover the mystery by watching the setup videos from one month to the next. It is a bit of a creative challenge to do this kind of journal setup marathon. When I'm at the beginning of the process, it's always really daunting and a bit overwhelming, but once I get into it, I really enjoy setting up so many things back to back. It's quite a fun personal challenge, and I find it really fulfilling. I do occasionally get questions about whether or not I will take commissions and set up journals customized for certain people. Unfortunately, I do not have the bandwidth, the time, the energy to do that, and I would have to charge a lot of money to make the amount of time that I put into these journals worth it. For a bit of context, a single setup in a bullet journal for a typical month can take me anywhere from 3 to 8 hours, depending, of course, on how involved the setup is. So if you multiply that across 6 months plus the initial setup in the journal, that's a lot of time. So I wouldn't be able to balance adding that extra workload on top of my existing YouTube schedule. And with the mystery journal, the winner just gets the journal as it is, and they don't get to kind of give feedback or select the themes or anything like that. So it's much more straightforward for me this way. I'll just keep doing my one mystery journal every 6 months. And also I did a reading journal giveaway at the beginning of the year as well. I think I will bring that back for next year too, because that was really fun. This May theme is one of my favorites I think I've ever done. I think the color scheme is so beautiful. It is kind of well timed for Northern Hemisphere spring, but I think florals are relevant all year. So what should you do if you want to enter the Mystery Journal giveaway for the second half of this year? It is open right now, and it is only open until the end of May. I'll be drawing the winner on the 31st of May, Brisbane time, which is the 30th for some of you in other parts of the world, time zones, you know. There is a video on my channel that was published on the 10th of May called New Bullet Journal Setup, Magic Celestial Theme, Mystery Journal Giveaway. You need to go watch that video. The instructions on how to enter the giveaway are in that video and in the description of that video, but also I recommend that you just watch the video to see if you like the theme that I set up, because it is kind of setting the tone for the rest of the journal. So to get a feel for if you think it would work for you and if you think it would be worth having for you, watch the video first. Once the journal is out of my hands, I don't really have a say in what happens to it, but it is my dream that the people who end up with my mystery journals actually use them and that they bring them some joy and some organization every day. Obviously, I do not ask the winners of the journal to send them back to me once they're finished, so I can't show you a flip through that is fully filled in. Journals are very personal. I would not expect people to share their filled out journals with me anyway, but hopefully you can imagine what it might look like in use, and I will of course share a filled out flip through of my own bullet journal once we get closer to the end of June. There are only 2 full spreads and 1 extra page left at the end of the journal before we run out and we get to the end sheets. And I left 2 blank spreads in between each monthly setup as well, so that the winner could use them for memory keeping or extra things that I hadn't included. This journal comes with this little sticker sheet, so I left that tucked into the back pocket so the winner could use it if they wanted to. And I sent along a little selection of the stationery I used for each theme as well, so that they could use those to expand on things if they felt the need. And here ends our tour of the first half of 2025 Mystery Journal. In case you are keen to see the new journal setup and maybe enter the giveaway for the new Mystery Journal, I'll leave that one linked for you here. And under that is a link to a playlist of all of the Mystery Journal setup videos for 2025 so far, so you can see how all those months came together.